This is an unboxing Aaron's nymph box. My buddy Aaron, we were out fishing this morning, and he asked me if I'd go down to the stream where we were fishing on the Neshannock and look for his fly box. He thinks it might have fell out of his vest or off the side-by-side when we drove back up the hill this morning. So G and I are going to go down on a rescue mission for Aaron's fly box. In the meantime, enjoy some of the footage that we captured this morning on our first outing out on the Neshannock Creek fly fishing.
Everything you need now?
Gotta put my cocoons on.
Oh, everybody loves those cocoons.
I know. All right, where are we going?
Let's go fishing.
You want to go down to the bridge? You want to go down to the big hole? You want to go in between?
Let's go down to the big hole first.
All right.
See what we can get into.
Off to the big hole we go. Up. I am wader belt and wader strap challenged. I can never seem to get these things on right. They always get twisted. Do you have that problem too? That's why I bring good friends like Aaron here with me. Make sure my straps are all... Can you button up my strap, buddy?
You're good.
Is it even? I got it right?
Yep, you got it right this time.
All right. All right, let's go fishing.
Let's go fishing.
Actually, I'm gonna give you first dibs because I gotta line up, plus it's my home water. I have an advantage. There's the big bend right down there. There's some sort of aquatic insect flying around down here. Those aren't caddis though. Aaron wouldn't know if caddis from a caterpillar. So he's not the guy I want to ask. He'll catch fish though. So this morning we're fishing on the Neshannock Creek, just upstream from Volant, Pennsylvania. There's a delayed harvest Keystone Select stretch of water down there. It gets a lot of pressure since it's really open all year round. My line's all stuck in my reel. Darn it. Now the best way to get monofilament stuck in your fly line is just to pop the reel spool off. And just start trying to get it unwound. This happens to me all the time. I don't know why I haven't figured out a way to prevent this from happening. There we go. So now I got my monofilament out of my spool. Now I'm just going to pop the spool back on. Hopefully without losing any pieces in the river. Let's see what we got on here for some leader. We've got loop-to-loop knot there. My fly line to 20-pound maxima, about 16 inches. And then I got 12-pound maxima, probably another 18 inches. And then from there, I've got 8 pound for a foot. And that gives me about a 6-foot leader right there. That's my arm length, 6 feet. So now all I gotta do is just tie on my tippet, my rig, my split shot. Probably go with a tandem rig here this morning. walk through this bend hole on the Neshannock, throwing double tandem rigs. We don't have a whole all morning to fish, so we're going to move on. Ordinarily, we'd probably just switch nymphs and go make another run through it, adjust weight and depths. We've done all of that. Of course, we could cut off our nymph rigs and throw some streamers through there.
We could. There'll be time for that.
There'll be time for that later. So we're going to go downstream and nymph a few more holes, and then maybe save the last hole to streamer fish. So let's go downstream for a little bit. Aaron and I, we moved downstream about, I'd say 500 yards or so. And this brings me back, Aaron, to the day we were fishing the Madison River out in Montana, and we decided to move, and we're looking at the water, and you pointed to a hole and said, "I bet there's a fish in that hole." And he just did the same thing.
Right across the stream here.
You see the shadow of this big tree coming across the creek right towards us. Within that shadow down there is just a little run, just a little hole that goes under into the roots. And so, Aaron, is this, we're going to put lunch on this? Am I buying you lunch if you catch a fish out of there?
Let's not do lunch, but let's just do bragging rights.
Bragging rights?
Yeah.
All right, okay.
So if we can pull a fish out of there, the other person gets to brag.
All right, let's go down. Let's go down. We both still got nymph rigs on. Did you change it all?
No.
So I'm still throwing the red-headed stepchild pheasant tail.
Okay.
With my little size 18 prince nymph. And what do you?
I've got a probably size 14 prince nymph beadhead with a olive pheasant tail on the bottom.
All right, so
we'll give it a shot.
We got a good arsenal. Let's go see if we can pick up any bragging rights. All right, Aaron's going in. There's the hole. I'm filming just above that big tree hanging out over the water. He's going in about quarter upstream. Give it a few casts. Nothing, huh?
Nothing. You give it a try.
All right.
Switch it. Bragging rights. Let's get a picture of that one because that's huge. Now you got bragging rights, brother.
You sure you don't want to do lunch with us, baby?
Look at that.
Wow, that's a monster. Throw that back in there, see if you can catch something bigger with it.
My butt monkey's bigger than that. Well, Aaron and I got our lunker for the day. Caught a little chub underneath that tree. As we're working our way downstream, I'm seeing several caddis flying around. It's still about 10 o'clock in the morning, and a lot of little midges flying around. I saw a few chubs coming up to the top and just, splashing at the caddis. So maybe a few trout will do the same. So what I've done is I've taken my nymph rig off, and I tied on just about a size 16 caddis dry fly, and then dropped off of that just a little red zebra midge. So, over my shoulder here is a friend of mine, Jim Umbleby. He's from Ohio. He fishes down here all the time. He helps the Game Commission stock. He's been here fishing probably the best stretch of water north of Volant, just below the Neshannock Estates, and he's picked up 4 this morning on a olive woolly bugger, sort of the go-to nymph here. There's a couple deep runs. It's right where they stock the fish, and so I'm gonna switch from my dry fly and midge rig and go with a green stone girdle bug, woolly bug looking thing, and just throw it through the same hole. See how we do this morning. Hey Jim, thanks for the tip. Thanks for the tip.
What'd you do?
You told me what to use, the woolly bugger.
Oh, you get what?
Not yet, but I will.
Okay.
That's an ugly looking fish. All right, Aaron and I have about 15 minutes to go. Fishing these riffles just above the bridge to nowhere. He threw on an olive streamer and I created this little guy here. It's just silver beads with hackle in between each bead, some flash in the marabou tail, and a clear fish skull head. So I'm going to strip this down through here in the next 15-20 minutes and call it quits for a day. How'd we do today, Aaron?
Well, we didn't do so well today.
Nope, no trout,
No trout, but
a couple chubs,
caught the elusive stickfish a couple times.
a couple lunker stickfish,
I think you caught the biggest.
4-footer.
And I saw that thing coming down the stream after me. I was a little scared.
Yeah, that was a nice catch and release.
But yeah, we didn't do too much in the form of catching trout today.
No.
But
Oh, we only gave it 2 hours too, so we didn't. It's time to search for new water, don't you think?
I think so. We'll have to head upstream or downstream from where we're at and just try a few new spots, see what comes out.
There's a lot of spots upstream from here I haven't fished a whole lot. I'd like to take you up there.
Well, that sounds like another episode.
Another part 2, Neshannock fly fishing.
Yeah.
April, May, fly fishing in Neshannock Creek.
Well,
All
I'm
right.
up for it.
The Lord's been good to us today, Aaron.
He has.
All right. Well, I thought my day down at the stream was over, but I did promise Gia to take her down there, and it works out because I just got a text from Aaron, and he left or dropped the fly box, maybe fell out of the side-by-side on the way back up the hill. So we get to go for a little walk down the hill in hopes to find Aaron's fly box. All right, Gia, sniff out that fly box. I believe it's a nymph box. Now you would think that since Aaron lost his nymph box, and I could almost guarantee you that his nymph box only has in it hare's ears, pheasant tails, and prince nymphs, that a dog, a hunting dog, a retriever, would be able to sniff that out. It's just like flushing out a rabbit or kicking up a pheasant. Sniff out that fly box. Come on, up the hill. This is right where we started going up the hill into onto our property. I remember shifting gears here, and that's probably a good chance if it fell out of the side-by-side that we'll find it here. Come on, girl. Oh, look at that. There it is. Hey, Gia, come look. Come. Here's the fly box. We got it. Look, girl. Hey. Hey, look what we got, girl. We got it. We got the fly box. Hey. Yeah. All right. Hey, let's see. Yeah. Let's see what Aaron has in his fly box. We got woolly buggers. I don't know what that thing is. That orange thing. Aaron, what in the world is that? It looks like I don't know what that is. I bet he's never used it. Well, we'll have to ask him what that is. We got a girdle bug. That's good. And then, yep, here we go. Look at that. There's his prince nymphs. There's his hare's ears. And he's got some copper johns in there. Not one pheasant tail. All hare's ears and prince nymphs. No wonder the guy doesn't catch any fish. He's got all but 4 patterns in his entire box. But then again, if I'm going to pick 4 patterns, 2 of them is going to be hare's ear, or one's going to be a hare's ear, and if one's going to be a prince nymph. Absolutely. Copper John's not a bad top 4 nymph, and then a woolly bugger. So there you have it. That's a pretty smart fly fisherman right there. 4 flies total in his entire box. Oh, wait a minute. There's a whole nother sleeve in here. Ah, there we go. There we go. Now we're going. We got some serendipities and $3 bridge dips and a mixed match of maybe some caddis flies. There's a sucker spawn. Now we're better. There's some sulfur patterns right there. Those are coming handy up by State College. And on this side, there we go. We got some terrestrials, some hoppers and ants, some traditional Adams, parachute Adams, upright wings. All right, good job, Aaron. All right, that is an essential fly box right there. You got your nymphs, you got your streamers, basic streamers, woolly buggers. You got a mixed match of caddis and sulfur nymphs, some drakes up top there. That looks like a drake pattern right there. And over here he's got his terrestrials. So there's your unboxing of Aaron's fly box. I just got to decide which one of these I want to take now that I found it. Thanks for joining us today on our little fly fishing trip down to the Neshannock Creek. We didn't catch a whole lot of fish, a few chubs, but we did have an unboxing of Aaron's lost but now found fly box. And that is a good day fishing, folks. Thanks for joining us and watching the River Vibe. Hopefully next time we'll catch some fish. But hey, they call it fishing, not catching. Until next time, thanks for watching the River Vibe.
How'd you end up with the bug slinner, since there's no G in it?
He's the bug sinner.
Bug sinner. that might be better.
Did you see the bug slinger
I
video?
did. And I'm looking at the license plate. I'm like, there's no G in there.
Well, you know, Eric can't spell very well. He's employed by the state for years.
That's right.
So you don't need to know how to spell. You just need to know how to shoot a gun and arrest people.
And I think it's partially illegal having your back window covered up like that too. But
yeah. Well, just take a look at me. What I forget, obviously.
your sunglasses,
Sunglasses,
hat.
hat, and grab the wrong reel. So I'll be right back.